один из самых любимых наших конкурсов, да, наш любимый конкурс короткого рассказа.
Once upon a time, Julia, her brother, and their parents walked in a forest. They came to collect boletus, but there were few mushrooms. The four family only wandered among the trees. Suddenly, Julia's father said, "Look, there are lots of mushrooms on this grass lawn." Everybody realized why they came to the forest immediately and rushed to collect mushrooms. There were really a lot of boletus on this grass lawn. The family collected some mushrooms. After that, they had a tasty picnic, and then they decided to go home. Later, they were on the grass lawn. "I'm tired so much," Julia said. "Will we all die?" "Oh, sure not. What a nonsense. We have to attempt to go out of the forest," Mom replied. Some more hours of walking and walking and walking, and finally they came to the edge of the woods, the place where they started their trip. The phone light right on the grass. All breathed out with relief. What is the moral of this story? Check careful all the things with you if you don't want to be lost.
Hello, I'm Lat. I would like to present not just a fairy tale, but a kind of fusion as something that I liked as a small child, Soviet Russian cartoons and modern Harry Potter books. So let me start. Once upon a time, there lived Matryoshka and Sherik, Uncle Fyodor and Uncle Pishkin in the village of Prostokvashino. One day, the cat Matryoshka found a magic wand in his garden, but in order to use this wand, one should say the magic words written on the wand. The words were "Bibbidi bobbidi boo." He decided to take advantage of it. He had a lot of unwashed dishes. He wet his wand and the dishes became clean. Uncle Fyodor and Sherik were surprised. Matryoshka exclaimed, "This is my finding now, I will always use it." But his friends didn't agree with him. They decided to make an advertisement of about item. It was written, "A magic wand has been found, it performs mad wand." Pishkin confessed and gave it to the owner, and Harry didn't take offense and even created a new wand for the village to use. Everybody from Prostokvashino lived happily after. The end. Thank you for the listening.
I'm a man. I believe that one person can make a difference. That's the message of my fairy tale I once like to present. Once upon a time, a boy lived in a small town with his mother. She was disabled and couldn't walk on her own. Jack loved his mother very much and took care of her. The boy worked in a small stall. The money earned was barely enough for medicine. His dad died when the boy was 7 years old. The only memory of him was a red cat he had found. Shortly before his death, his father gave the cat to Jack's mother, saying, "This cat will help us one day." One morning, Jack told his mother, "Mom, I saw a dream today. It was a premonition. There was a magic mushroom, and I'm sure it can heal you. But I don't know where it is." Jack couldn't believe what he was hearing. Firstly, his cat was talking. Secondly, it risked his life to save their mom. Jack picked up the cat in his arms and entered the home. When Jack's mom saw Charlie, tears of joy rolled down her cheeks. The next day, they prepared a mushroom roll, and their mom recovered. After that, they lived happily ever after. Thank you for your attention.
Last summer, I lived in the countryside. Every day I helped my father and mother. So, at the one day, everything changed. In the garden, I am reading a book in the garden, but suddenly the sky turned black, and the worst raining began. So the big storm began to me, and the very big raining began. I ran to my house and hid under my cover. When I go to the fields, I look around. There are big grass, small trees, and the sun, and this big sun. So, after this history, I found my son for my body, mind, and soul. That's all.
There was a boy. The boy was always distracted. He was slow, capricious, impolite, and rude. He always wanted something. Once a story happened to him that had changed his life. One day he lost everything at once. His favorite toy truck, his favorite toy airship, his mom and dad. He started looking for all of them, but he couldn't find them. He decided to turn to the neighbors. "Sorry to bother you. Did you see my favorite toy truck? Did you come across my favorite toy airship? Did you bump into my parents?" asked the boy. "Sorry, but no, we didn't see." And that was lesson to him, that you should never dislike your parents for anything.
Today, I would like to tell you a story. Believe it or not, the sun was no longer visible behind the trees. My uncle and I were driving out of town in a car. Excited our holiday in a small hotel with breathtaking views in the Caucasus Mountains. It was getting dark too fast, and we started worrying because it's really dangerous to drive the serpentine route in the dark. GPS in my uncle's phone showed that it takes to get to our destination. I suggested to find somewhere where we can stop for the night. Imagine our surprise! We didn't see home where we stopped. A small envelope with money. I took it and saw writing on it. Live in the present and never go back to the past.
You're really very, very brave, and I enjoyed every story. And I don't know, I wish you just good luck, never stop, because the language is an organism which is changing every day. So it was the first step for you to develop. You are very small, so this road will be very long for you. So never stop learning, acquire new knowledge, and just thanks once again.
You are heroes. You are people who are devoted to the English language, and you are storytellers. Now you have this title. You are storytellers.
Поэтому всех любим, всех ценим, ждем с нетерпением.
I'm very happy to see that you're here, you're alive. We can come and participate. So I hope in the future we will have lots of lots of meetings. So just enjoyable. Thank you very much.
Thank you.